YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of K Palace. I'm your host K Dub. Though, big. We have another trade that's happening in the NBA. Moves are still being made along this journey, along this week of free agency. Norman Powell. Norman Powell is getting traded to um, the Miami Heat in a three-team trade. So Norman Powell's going to Miami. John Collins is going from the Utah Jazz to the Clippers, which would give the Clippers a power forward. Um, and then the Jazz are getting Kevin Love, Kyle Anderson, and some picks. But we're gonna watch Chris Smooth right now. Chris Smooth is one of the OGs. We're gonna watch Chris Smooth, and he's gonna explain it. But yeah, man, I'm gonna give my thoughts on it, and then we're gonna watch the video. No, Norman Powell getting traded. I don't. I think they did it because it was like a luxury. It was for cap space. Eventually they were. I think they said they were they were kind of like on the fence if they was going to extend Norman Powell, if they should extend Norman Powell for a lot of money. And I think if they were to do that, they would have been in the luxury. So I think they would have been deep in deep in the salary, like cap space. They wouldn't have had cap space if they were extending Norman Powell. I think Norman Powell's like 33 years old or something like that. But he's a shooter. He can shoot. He's a shooter, and he's a bucket too. He's a bucket. I think he's a six man of the year. Yeah, he's a bucket. So he's a bucket. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like the Clippers are definitely gonna miss Norman Powell because of his shooting. You know what I mean? But I mean, they got Bogey. You know what I'm saying? So Bogey's probably gonna get that starting role. So you move Bogey into that starting shooting guard spot, and then in the hopes and Bogey is another sharp shooter who can shoot that thing and get high as well. So um, but I feel like Norman Powell is just a little bit better scoring wise. He's a little bit better than Bogey. Um, but Miami's getting a six man. Obviously, Tyler Hero is over there, so Norman Powell will probably come off the bench as a six man. So this is another. So Miami's making some moves. They missed out on KD, but you know what I mean. But you can get a six man of the year in Norman Powell. And as far as the Clippers getting John Collins, I mean, he's finally in a situation where he can win a little bit. You know what I mean? With the Clippers, I feel like the Clippers always needed like a power forward. You know what I mean? They were really always using like a stretch all the time, like a stretch build. I don't know where Al Horford's going to free agency. It looks like he might be going to Golden State. Good luck with that one. But yeah, man. I mean, you didn't get it from Ben Simmons last year. Ben Simmons should have been that power forward for them. He should have been that starting power forward for them who can defend all that. But obviously mentally he's not right. So you get to go out and get John Collins, he's been with the Hawks for a lot of time. He's always in trade rumors. He was supposed to go to the Lakers a few times, didn't go. So now he goes to the Clippers, where he can be a starting power forward for them. Give him some size a little bit, some athleticism. You know what I mean? He can shoot a little bit. So um, that's good for the Clippers. You know what I mean? Um, as far as the Jazz, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Kevin Love going over there, but I think Kevin Love's he's probably gonna get bought out. I don't think he's gonna stay in Utah. But I mean, obviously they're trying to build around Ace Bailey and Laurie Marketing. I'm pretty sure Laurie Marketing is probably going to be traded. If not this all season, he'll be traded sometime at the trade deadline probably. Uh, he's somebody that could possibly go to Golden State as well, or whoever. But I mean, for Miami, it's an average trade, and for the Clippers, I mean, this is like an average trade. It's nothing really crazy, but that's my opinions on it. So let's see what Chris Moore got to talk about it. Oh, and by the way, never mind, never mind.
Heat. are finally getting busy, making a move here in free agency. They're going to acquire Norman Powell from the Los Angeles Clippers. 3-team deal. In order to make this happen, they're going to involve the Utah Jazz as well. So you've got John Collins, he's going to the Clippers. And then Kevin Love, Kyle Anderson, and a 2027 Clippers second round pick, that's going to the Jazz. So that Powell lands on the Heat. Wow. Norman Powell, he averages 21 points per game. He's shooting 41% from three. He makes 3 threes a game. That was last season. It's a good deal for Miami. They love scorers. They need scorers. They need to have guys that can play positionless basketball so it works out for them. They didn't have to trade that much. Kyle Anderson, Kevin Love. That's not bad. And it's the Clippers that they're including a draft pick to go to the Jazz. And Powell, he's also a decent defender, so you can't just pick on him. You can't run whoever offense on Powell. He plays defense. That's a good deal for the Heat. This is also good for the Clippers. They recently got Brook Lopez. He left the Bucks. That's why they went after Miles Turner. But Brook Lopez is solid. Now you got John Collins. You got some more athleticism, another lob threat. You re-signed James Harden. You still got Kawhi.
Yeah, John Collins is definitely a lob threat. I forget he a lob threat. And then you got Derrick Jones Jr. Oh man, yeah, it's gonna be, bro. This might be Lob City Part Two because you got Derrick Jones Jr. and John Collins. They both high flyers, but John Collins did get dunked on last year, so like he probably lost a little bit of his touch. I don't know.
Clippers, their team is pretty good.
And y'all know what happened, bro. Like Ant Man dunked on him and dislocated his finger. Yeah, I think John Collins kind of lost a little bit of that confidence after that. Yeah,
They did get eliminated in the playoffs, but you just never know if they can stay healthy. And with everything they're building, it's another option out there in the West. So I think it's a good trade for the Clippers as well. And then the Jazz, we know they're in rebuild mode, so they're just looking for assets, expiring contracts, etc. They're getting what they want. I think this is a good trade overall for all of the teams. So get in the comment section, Heat fans, Clippers fans, Jazz fans, especially the Jazz fans. What do you think about this trade? Getting rid of John Collins like that. Give that guy a map.
I mean, if we being honest, the Jazz obviously, you know what I'm saying. It's like what Smooth said, bro. Like, they're in rebuild mode. So I mean, at this point, just get whatever you can get and try to build around Ace Bailey and Laurie Marketing, or try to build around Ace Bailey and trade Laurie. Cause Laurie is one of my favorite players. I think Laurie Marketing is like a young, like he's like a Dirk type player. So, like Laurie reminds me of Dirk a little bit, but Laurie probably a little bit more athletic. But yeah, he reminds me of Dirk a little bit. Now, what I wanted to react to, I want to get to some WNBA. I gotta speak on WNBA. Come on, man. It's WNBA season. You know what I mean? So we gotta speak on it. The WNBA released their All Stars. I want to shout out the Washington Mystics, my hometown team. The Mystics. They got 2 All-Star reserves. Sonia Citron and Kiki Arifin, who played with Juju at USC. Get well, Juju. You know what I'm saying, from the ACL injury. But yeah, but Kiki played with USC, so I'm very familiar with her game because I'm a Juju fan. Yeah, and I got a Juju. Hey, listen, I got a Juju USC jersey in the closet. You know what I'm saying? I watched every USC women's basketball game, Juju and Kiki, and I'm very, very familiar with Kiki's game. And for her to come here to DC and for the Mystics to be like an average team, I think they're like the ninth seed right now. So they're average with Brianna Sykes and Austin. Um, they got a nice little squad over there. You know what I'm saying? A big four. You know what I mean? Nice little squad over there. But shout out to them for getting 2 All Stars over there. Um, with the Mystics too. I think Brianna Sykes, she was gonna make it, but she had just missed the cut. You know what I'm saying, with some others. But yeah, we can get into it right here.
Welcome to a new school year, parents.
But yeah, man. But shout out to the Mystics though, man. You know what I mean? But they making some noise a little bit. They playing better than the Wizards. Now next season, you know what I'm saying? The the team is a little different. It's some veterans over there now. You got Marcus Smart, got Chris Middleton, um, now and then they got CJ McCollum in that trade. So like you get CJ in the trade. You got Alex Sarr, the rookie from this past season, who's pretty solid. You know what I mean? Like he ain't trash. Like he's actually like like bro can actually hoop and he got potential. You know what I'm saying? I believe Alex Sarr can be one of the best defenders in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like at his side, I think he's 7'1" with a crazy wingspan, bro. He can be a great defender in the league. I think Alex Sarr got potential, but that's just me. They're playing better than the Wizards. I'm talking about the Mystics. They're playing better than the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But let's see, man. I seen the reserves, but I'm gonna let y'all look at it though.
This show. Last week, we already knew that Caitlin and Nafisa were going to be the captains. They announced their starting lineup. They will draw their teams on Tuesday, actually, July the 8th on ESPN on Wnba Countdown. You'll be a part of that show. However, the coaches are the ones that pick the all-star reserves, and they have come out. We've got the rookie, Sonia Citron, Kiki Iriafen, both making their way. They'll join Paige Becker's first time. We've had three rookies
crazy.
since 2011, right? That's amazing. Well,
All right, bro. Okay, look. Now let's take a look at the list. Now I'm gonna be honest. Kayla Thornton, I don't know who that is, but I seen that she going crazy with the Golden State Valkyries. Hey, shout out to Golden State Valkyries, bro. They're actually playing good. Like I thought they was gonna be trash because like their whole team is a bunch of players that just don't got no offense, but their team is not really known. Like their players are not known. Like they don't have like a star player. Obviously, Kayla Thornton made the All Star team, so clearly she's like the best player. I'm gonna assume. I thought Kate Martin was gonna go crazy. I thought Kate Martin was gonna go crazy this year. She's averaging 4 points, bro. Bro, listen, bro, that's crazy. But shout out to the Valkyrie though. Like I think they're like the sixth seed, and and they've been playing, and bro, they play hard. They play just like the Golden State Warriors in real life, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like they're actually good. Shout out to Sonia Citron from the Washington Mystics. You know what I mean? She's doing her thing. First of all, they got two rookies as all stars right now, bro. These are two rookies that made the All Star team on the same squad. That's crazy. How you make a bro? I'm talking about, bro. Listen. Then you got first of all, first of all, Paige made the All Star team. First of all, I'm gonna be honest. The WNBA needs to treat their season like the NBA. Bro, listen. If you've been hurt and you ain't been playing a lot of games, how come in the NBA if you miss games, you don't make the All Star team, right? Because you was hurt like for like a majority of the season, right? Well, Caitlin Clark has been hurt the majority of the season, and she is a starter in the All Star game, which she deserves. Because I mean, it's Caitlin Clark. She, y'all gotta stop hating on Caitlin Clark. Now I know at times she can be dirty at times, but Caitlin Clark is nice as fuck. I got I I got her jersey in the closet, bro. Caitlin Clark is nice as fuck, bro. Like she's tough. Like I'm talking, bro. Like she will drop off any one of you watching this video right now. Stop playing with her. But I'm on the Angel Reese side only because she's from Maryland as well, and she's a young black queen doing her thing in the league, bro. But at the same time, I'm gonna be completely honest with you though. Caitlin Clark shouldn't be an All Star because she's been hurt for the majority of the season, bro. She ain't played in like 2 3 weeks, and she's a starter. Have the same rules as the WNBA, like the NBA got them. Bro. If the NBA does it, bro, WNBA gotta do it too. I'm just saying. All right, so we got Angel Reese, Lissa Thomas, who's a good facilitator. Shout out to the Mercury. Satu Sabali, I think she's a starter. She's a she's a bucket too. Satu Sabali from the Mercury, she's a bucket. Underrated. She's a bucket. Courtney Williams from the Lynx, I know her. She's a bucket too. I like her game as well. Gabby Williams, she was one that played for France last year in the Olympics and got picked up by the Seattle Storm. Shout out to her. She's a bucket as well. Jackie Young is a bucket. Y'all already know. Sonia Citron, y'all know. Skylar Dickens is a problem as well. She's a bucket. I like her game as well. She plays tough. She plays with her heart on her sleeve. Shout out to Skylar Dickens. Ryan Howard, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know her game like that, but I know who she is, but I don't know her game like that. Kiki Arifin, obviously, you know what I'm saying, played with Juju at USC, making some noise with the Mystics, you know what I'm saying? She's good on the boards, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to her. She's a she's another double machine. Kelsey Mitchell is a bucket. And Kelsey Plum, my favorite WNBA player, Kelsey Plum, is a bucket. Well deserved. You know what I'm saying? One of the best lefties of all time. And then obviously Angel Reese at the top. I mean Angel Reese, our queen. Real talk, our young queen. Young GOAT. She is a rebound god. She's good on the boards, but at times she can kinda get a little carried away with trying to get rebounds at times, and she ends up getting blocked a lot of the times. And you know what I mean? Like, her putbacks be kind of awesome times, but it's okay though. It don't matter because she's great at what she does. She's a rebound god. Rebounds. You know what I'm saying?
Also have other first-timers. They're veterans, though. Kayla Thornton from Golden State.
Amazing.
Gabby Williams playing with your...
I have some question marks. I'm
Okay.
not sure that the coaches got it right, and I'm curious what the coaches make their decisions on.
Sure.
Or off of, or base their decisions off of. Because for me, immediately, when I think about two players that play for one team that could have both been an all-star.
Oh yeah, bro. And Paige, bro. Yeah, so if y'all don't know, bro, Paige is a starter. Bro, as a rookie, that's crazy. Bro, Paige is a starter in the All-Star game. Bro, what player in the NBA what player in the NBA was an All-Star starter their rookie season? Don't say Wemby because like Wemby didn't make the All-Star team his rookie year. He made it this year. But bro, like that's crazy work.
For me, it's Dearica Hamby and Azurá Stevens. However, I wonder if the coaches consider how low.
I want to speak on Dearica Hamby. Dearica Hamby is another player who's really good. She played for the Sparks with Kelsey Plum. She's really good. I ain't gonna lie. I was shocked that she didn't make it either. If I'm being honest, I think she should make an All-Star team over some of the rookies, only because, now hear me out, because they're rookies. I think Dearica Hamby should have made it over Sonia Citron. Sonia Citron, listen, I like your game. Look, I like your game, and you putting the city on, playing for the Mystics, like you putting the city on. You are a great player. But because you're a rookie, I felt like Dearica Hamby should have took your spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I think it's a little too soon for some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest.
The Sparks are in the standings. What are they, 10th in the league standings? So does that play into the coach's decisions with putting multiple all-stars from the team that's low at the bottom of the standings?
Which leads me to the Washington Mystics and my snub, Brittany Sipe.
Yeah.
People
Okay.
call her Slim.
Yeah.
Averaging 18 points per game, 4.6 assists, and being lower in the standings. Would you like to have 3 players represented in an all-star game?
No,
Because
that can't-
we have
right.
history with Sonia and Kiki making the game. So the question is, do you split the dynamic rookies who have played in every game?
Yeah.
Or do you reward who? Dearica Hamby, mind you, you're really a snub when another snub is saying that you're a snub.
Yeah.
D tweeted,
Yeah.
y'all, forget about me.
Yeah.
slim.
Yeah.
Well, my question for you would be, if your reasoning is that you're putting in Sonia and Kiki, but the offense and what they do in Washington is like centered around Brittany. So
yeah.
if she's got an averaging close to 18 points per game, if she is literally the cog that's helping a Sonia and a Kiki have these all-star seasons, how does she not make the cut?
I think it's just tough.
But this is where I think when it comes to coaches making this vote, like I don't know if they're solely looking at point production. Because if you're choosing a guard from the Washington Mystics, let's just say you're a coach and you're like, all right, I'm gonna pick a guard from the Washington Mystics. You're choosing between Sonia and you're choosing between Brittany Sykes. And while Sonia averages less points, Sonia's almost 10% more efficient from the field.
Exactly.
Like Sonia Citron is shooting 47% from the field and 38% from three. Like efficiency as a rookie, to me, the coaches could say, that's all-star worthy.
And also, she helped hold it down when
Sykes
Slim was out. So that's the hard part. But can I also give some love, though?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you guys didn't mention.
I was about to say, I was literally about to say, I'll be the homer because
Bree
I've already
Jones,
been accused of being that. So Bree Jones, like, I don't understand. And we actually heard the GM from the Dream say, like, I'm really happy for Ryan and for Alicia, but like, this is one of the biggest snubs of all time. She is one of the most efficient big girls in the league right now. Second in rebounding. She's had like 8 double-doubles in 18 games as opposed to the 12 she had in her entire career before. She is so big on an Atlanta Dream team that is a top team, and I don't understand how she doesn't get the nod.
And also, it's so much more difficult when you are going to a team for the first time, learning an entire new system with a new coach and new teammates, and still putting up great numbers while expanding your game. So my biggest snubs: Bree Jones and Brittany Sykes.
Ooh, Bree Jones. I will go with Bree Jones. I'm setting my two to the side, and Azrae and Dearka. They're putting up phenomenal numbers. They're both over 50% from the field. Azrae's shooting well from three. But where their team is, I'm going to set it to the side. I would go with Bree Jones because for me, the guard from the Washington Mystics, I would go with Sonia.
Yeah, I forgot about Bree Jones. Yeah, she's a solid big. Yeah, Brittany Griner has been. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So I know some of y'all might say like, "Where's Brittany Griner?" But she hasn't been playing good. Yeah, she hasn't really been playing that good. I'm gonna be honest with you. She hasn't been playing that good for the Dream. They, as a team, they've been playing good, but her individual play hasn't been as good. But I'm gonna be honest, right? So Brittany Sykes, obviously, I don't watch a lot of WNBA games. I watch the highlights, unless it's like one of my favorite teams of players playing. But yeah, Brittany Sykes. I mean, yeah, the offense is ran through her. I ain't gonna cap. That's what I was saying. I think one of the rookies probably should have not made it. I probably would have said, and this might, cause Citron, she was cooking. I ain't gonna lie, she was cooking, bro. I would have said like Kiki Erfin probably wouldn't have made it. You know what I'm saying? I would replace her with Brianna Sykes. Well, no, I would replace Sonia with Brianna Sykes only because they play the same positions. I would replace Sonia with Brianna Sykes. That's just me though. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though. But obviously, real quick, I do want to speak on Paolo Carroll just got paid. He signed a 5-year extension worth $287 million with the Orlando Magic to extend him with the Orlando Magic. Shout out to Orlando. They just made that big trade for Desmond Bain, and Paolo is one of the best young players in the league right now. One of the best power forwards in the league right now. A lot of potential. I think he's 22 years old. I think he's 22, 23 years old. Shout out to Paolo for signing that big deal, you know what I'm saying, to help himself and his family, you know what I'm saying. Long term wise, so shout out to Paul for getting your money. You deserve it. You know what I'm saying? You deserve it, my guy. Orlando, they could go further in the playoffs this year because of the injuries with Tatum and Dame and all the trades that's happening with Boston and the Bucks. You know, they might be a little weaker this year. So Orlando is probably one of the teams that's gonna take some steps forward with him and Paolo and Desmond Bain. So shout out to them. But Yeah, shout out to Paolo. Let me see if they talk about it. Let me see if they talked about it. Yeah, see if they talked about it. Let me see if they talked about it. Yeah, CBS talked this. Shout out to Paolo. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video, man. I'm finna go eat. I'm tired and hungry. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Oh. Michael Beasley, Lance Houston, and Frank. Oh man. Okay. Definitely gotta watch that. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe if you're new, man. And I'm gone. Oh wait. Yeah. I'm gone.